Yells!
Hey guys, LPocker77 here, and today's video will be a quick squad builder with a few goals afterwards with the team I use second in form from Nick Powell in. There's obviously English bronzes and there's plenty of options. I hadn't played the 3-5-2 formation this year and everyone was raving about it, so I thought I'd try it, and the players I chose were just the ones I liked, but I know other people may want to use different players. Started with the goalkeeper, and I obviously went for Ben Amos here. United player. There isn't too much, I haven't really noticed a difference between any of the bronze keepers really. There isn't really much of a difference, so you can choose whichever keeper really. There's Lee Barrett here, he's not bad. There's a few others, but I use Ben Amos because obviously he is a United player. So I'll change this to England here, and we'll go for the three centre backs now. And I chose the obvious, Osborne goes right in the centre there. There is Pearce, goes over there, and Forbes goes over there. Obviously they are just pace, but to be honest they are the best English bronze centre backs. Even if they had 70, maybe even 65 pace, they'd still be the best centre backs. So it may be a bit of pace abusing, but they're still the best centre backs there are. Centre defensive mids, we'll go for Livermore there, plays for Spurs, he's a really good player, and we'll go for Gary Gardner here with the amazing shooting, the free kicks, really decent player, and he will go there. So at right mid, go for, I prefer using Powell here from MK Dons. He is a really good player and he's left footed, so you can cut inside, and he's really good at finesse shots. Left mid, choose the obvious Western, pace, I think he's got 96 sprint speed in game, it's really fast, he's a great player. Centre attacking mid is obviously Nick Powell there with the amazing stats. Scored a lot of goals, 49 played, 76 goals scored. They're not all mine, but still really good records for a centre attacking mid. And strikers, there's loads of options, but I like using Westcar. He is pacey, but he's also got a decent finish and he's good at heading. And then his partner up front, I use Graben there. Graben's stats don't look that great, but he is the best bronze striker I've ever used. He's got amazing long shots, really good finesse shots. That 60 shooting is a lie. He feels like any of the silver strikers I've used really this year. So he's a great player to stick there. So we'll go through and look at the prices if you want as well. So Ben Amos only costs 1k. There's Osborne here, he was 5k. Pearce there, that's 4k. Forbes was 550 coins. Livermore was 1.5k, Gary Gardner was 2.7k, Weston was 2.8k there. There was Powell here, which was 2k. I think the other Powell was about 143k. It's a lot, but he is a great player. Westcar was 3k, and Graben was 600 coins. If you don't like any of them, there's a lot of options on the bench. I've bought a lot of different players to try out, so there's all these. There's Goblin there with the pace, you can stick him in centre defensive mid. There's McDonald there, he's an absolute beast, he's 6'6", he's not bad at centre back. Sinclair, he's quite strong, he's pacey. Weston there as an alternative centre attacking mid. There's Taylor, right mid, obviously 4-star skills, he's a good player as well. Ings is pacey striker. Granderson, tried him at centre back a few times as he's an absolute beast. I think he's 6'4", 75 pace, not bad. Jervis there's another good option for up front. Carriol, another 4-star skiller. Slew, which is another pacey striker. And there's Wilfred Zaha, who doesn't really link but can use him anyway with his 4-star skills. So that is the team, and don't know exactly how much it costs, but if you're interested, then you can have a look through, or I'll calculate it at the end of the video because I forgot to calculate it. But there should be some gameplay up in a second. So the gameplay should be up now, and I did score some decent goals with this team considering their bronzes. I tried not to include any of the Nick Powell goals as they were mostly all in my last video where I reviewed him, but there's plenty from Westcott and Graben. I forgot to say how much the whole team cost earlier, so I worked out the starting 11 cost 165k, but that's including second in form Nick Powell. Without him the team only costs about 20k. I wasn't recording a lot of the time while using this team, so I'm sorry that most of the goals are recorded from the highlights at the end of the matches, but it shouldn't matter too much. I'll talk a bit about a few of the players. So firstly, there's Westcott up front with his 91 sprint speed in game. He isn't the best finisher, but he's really fast and was the best of the faster strikers I've used. Next to him is Graben, who is stupidly cheap for such a good player. He plays for Rotherham United in the Empire League 2 if you want to try him out. And as I said earlier, he feels like a silver rather than a bronze. His shooting is also incredible. He has 56 finishing and 67 shot power in game, which is an absolute lie considering some of the goals he scored for me. And other than Nick Powell, he is my favourite player in this team. On the wings, there's Weston and Powell. Weston is just pace really and can get the crosses in if I need to. Daniel Powell on the other side is one of the better players in this team, as he's also pacey with 91 sprint speed, as well as being 6'2" with 70 strength and left footed, playing on the right, so he's amazing at cutting inside and has a wicked finesse shot. It's Gary Gardner and Livermore both at centre defensive mid. To be honest, I don't really notice them much. They just win the ball and play it to Nick Powell or the wingers to get it to the strikers and try to score. Other than that, they don't do much. Gary Gardner does have great shooting though. I didn't really get many shots with him, as I was mainly taking him with Nick Powell, but yeah, his shooting is great. Lastly, there are the three centre backs, Osborne, Pearce and Forbes. As I kind of mentioned earlier, they are mainly just there for pace, but they are easily the best English bronze centre backs, and even if their pace was lower, they would still be the best in my opinion. So thanks for watching guys, and I hope you didn't mind something a little different to the usual silver content, but we'll be back to normal tomorrow with another episode of Squad vs Squad. Cheers guys. On your screen now should be two videos that you may have missed. To the left is last week's episode of Squad vs Squad, where I used my NPower Championship silvers in an attempt to top the table, and to the right is my player review of second informed Nick Powell, who you would have seen in this squad builder. Thanks for watching guys, and if you like this episode please give this a like, as it really helps, and if you haven't already feel free to subscribe for more content.